No. Detroit's own Floyd Mayweather Jr. taking on Emanuel Burton in a non-title lightweight bout, and it's Mayweather coming back from a 7-month layoff to see if he still can get it done. For boxing, be sure to tune in Saturday, November 4th. Don't miss undefeated welterweight champion Sugar Shane Mosley as he takes on Antonio Diaz. 1 week later, November 11th, TVKO pay-per-view boxing brings you heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis against #1 contender David Tua. Then on Friday, December 1st, Bernard Hopkins goes up against Antoine Eccles, and Marco Antonio Barrera takes on top-ranked contender Jorge Monsalvo. And 1 day later, TVKO pay-per-view boxing is back with a blockbuster. Felix Trinidad versus Fernando Vargas. On November 14th, catch the premiere of Real Sports with Brian Gumbel. Among the stories, a look at Pat Croce, the colorful and unpredictable owner of the Philadelphia 76ers. Also, a look back at the worst sports-related disaster in American history, the 1970 plane crash that took the lives of the Marshall University football team. Real Sports, where nothing is out of bounds. Wednesday, December 20th, HBO Sports presents the next installment in its documentary series, Sports of the 20th Century, with Playing the Field, Sports and Sex in America. This documentary takes a look at how sex has influenced the world of sports. And while sports has always used sex appeal to sell itself, attitudes about male and female athletes have evolved over time. You'll see how on December 20th, only on HBO. It's now time for the main event, Floyd Mayweather Jr. taking on Emanuel Burton. Now, we all know that Floyd Mayweather has had his problems over the past year, personal problems. He turned down a multi-million-dollar contract with HBO. He has since dismissed his father as his manager and his trainer, and their relationship is estranged. And also, he's only fought twice in the past 13 months. But Floyd says he refuses to focus on the negative. He is focusing on his future.
My speed is still there, the defense is still there, the offense is still there, and it's just a total package.
All the critics that talk about, the outside stuff, to use that as motivation, to use that to strive on, to prove the critics wrong.
Negativity is what makes me get up every morning and work harder. Or if I get a book and I see a lot of negative stuff, that make me get up and run an extra mile or box an extra round. It's gonna make me work hard. I'm gonna go out there and show the people that Floyd Mayweather is still the best, pound for pound. Floyd Mayweather gonna go out there and put on a show. I feel strong, I'm in good shape, and I'm just focused on positive things. Anything negative, I just let it go by. And I just stay on a parallel path and do what's right. I'm just raising my children and doing the right thing.
Where is your relationship with your father, and why did you feel it was necessary to make a change?
Well, I didn't feel it was necessary to make a change. Me and my daddy came to an agreement that he was going to go one way and I was going to go another. When a lot of things got blew out of proportion, things that were said that wasn't really said. And I just feel more comfortable with my uncle. And my knockout ratio is much higher with my uncle, but like I said before, both of them is two of the best trainers in the world. If I go with my dad, I won't go wrong. If I go with my uncle, I won't go wrong. And, with or without my dad, I'm still going to be a winner, still going to be a champion.
It's been a year of turmoil for Floyd Mayweather Jr. Kevin, will all the distractions outside the ring affect Floyd's performance inside?
It shouldn't, because, fighting is fighting. No matter what you do, when you're in that ring, that bell rings, the other man trying to knock you out, anything outside that ring should not affect you. But if it does, then you'll be laying on the canvas, and that's what you get beat. But I don't think it's going to, because, he's very young, and it shouldn't affect him in any kind of way.
Okay, his opponent, Emanuel Burton, has a mediocre record, but don't be fooled by that. He's been in against heavy competition, and he's also had to hurdle heavy obstacles in his life. He says boxing has saved his life, and he plans on making the most of this opportunity.
I know when I go out here, I'm going for the gusto. Ain't no excuses, none of that. I mean, like old boy said, I got that experience on my side. I've been in here with tougher fighters than this individual that I'm finna fight now. Not to take nothing away from him, but let's face it, I've been in here, I've been in the ring with some of the best. So now I am a part of that. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like he's getting in there with a scrub. He's getting there with somebody who is also part of the best. So you see two fighters that are both good fighters going at it. So in turn, you get a good fight. I had my first fight when I was 12 years old, and and it took me a while before I actually hit back, And once I started hitting back, then I haven't stopped punching you since. Boxing is in me, fighting is in me, just like breathing. It's something that's a part of me that's it's deep. It's hard to explain it, man, but I love fighting. That's all I've ever done in my whole life. I don't want to get knocked out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get hit hard. I don't want to get cut. I don't want to get all these other things. And I want to win. So I have all these other things already going against me. I don't need to be thinking about what he's going to do. I already know what he's going to do. He's going to try to knock me out. The best way he can. If it's speed, he's going to use that. If it's power, he's going to use that. So, the thing about it is being able to adjust.
All right, Kevin, what plan should Emanuel Burton have to be able to be successful in this fight against one of the world's best?
Well, the one thing that Burton don't want to see, he's going to see speed, agility, reflexes, power. One thing he don't want to see, he's going to see what? He don't want to see that. He don't want to get knocked out. He said it himself. So I think the big thing you want to see about Burton is his ring experience. He's got to cut the ring off of Mayweather's speed, agility, and take advantage of it right away. Use that experience, use that brain, use that smarts. If he don't use that, he will be in trouble.
Okay, Emanuel Burton with not much to lose here, and Floyd Mayweather Jr. trying to get back on the right track. All right, let's see how these two fighters match up. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape between Burton and Mayweather. Mayweather became the junior lightweight champion at just 21 years of age. He's 23 years old. It's Burton with the height advantage. Both fighters weighed in officially at 134 pounds. Tonight they stepped on our scales. Unofficially, it's Burton coming in 1 pound heavier, but it's Mayweather with the reach advantage. All right, it's time to meet the fighters. Let's send it up to Ed Lover.
Thank you, Fran. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our first fighter in this lightweight contest. Please give it up for Emanuel Burton!
Bomb with a lit whip expression, you hear it tick, then you test it. My saliva spit, a split thread in the 5 bits. Punch them as live as it gets. Everybody playing the best in the head, the boom, suspect is gone. If you ask me, they dead wrong. My flow is higher than the flash from the clip. When the hammer slaps the bullet on it, from the clip.
We mentioned that Burton has been in with heavy competition. A couple of examples. Jesus Chavez in 95. He was knocked out in 7 rounds. Antonio Diaz. He lost in a 12-rounder. Diaz will fight Shane Mosley in 2 weeks at the Garden. And also Juan Molina, the 2-time former champ. So, Kevin, Emanuel Burton is no joke when it comes to his competition.
Emanuel Burton has fought everybody. That experience is definitely going to help him. I mean, Mayweather might have fought Janelle Hernandez and he might have fought Anthony Freddy, but before that, his opponents were pretty much subpar. Burton has fought Terrell Finger, he's fought Antonio Diaz, he's fought John Molina. He's fought guys that are credible, that can really fight and strong, and he's also a lightweight.
All right, Ed, bring Pretty Boy out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our next fighter. Get ready to come in the ring in his first appearance on HBO's KO Nation. He's the junior lightweight champ, but tonight he's fighting at lightweight. Give it up for Pretty Boy, Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Got to send half the dirt. Your waves are spinning, blades are spinning. Slaying in the 8th inning, stay truck, guard, stay playing lane. Kill rap, I observe the upstairs, whole feeling. Man, Jimmy's on the scene with a winner. 2,000 seaters, moving with an ill ego. For real, ill minds, ill people,
The turmoil surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr. started a year ago. He turned down a $12.5 million 6-fight contract from HBO. Mayweather, though, trying to get his life back on track. He signed a 3-fight deal that includes this fight here with KO Nation. He will fight a co-feature on Boxing After Dark. Diego Corrales will be on that card as well. And then he'll meet Corrales in May or June of next year.
Well, the big thing about Mayweather's opportunities here is that maybe that long layoff made him realize that now I got to get back to work because boxing is what I do, not all that other stuff.
Mayweather and Corrales, of course, need to win those fights before they can meet. All right, here's Ed Lover with the official introductions.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we get it on tonight, I'd like to introduce our chief doctor, Dr. Michael Sherbin. We also have Dr. Donald Kaplan and Dr. Ralph Schwartz. Excuse me for not saying that earlier, but thank you to all those doctors for being in attendance tonight. This is the main event. 10 rounds of action in the lightweight division. First, let's meet our judges. From right here in Michigan, we have Mr. Chip AC. Also from Michigan, Mr. Herman McAlpine. And last but not least, also from Michigan, Mr. Bobby Watson. Our referee in charge of the action is Dale Graybell. And HBO's unofficial ringside judge, the very lovely Julie Letterman. Detroit, Michigan, are you ready to get on the ropes and off the hook? Somebody make some noise! Now let's meet the principals. First of all, fighting out of the blue corner, he weighed in at 134 pounds, brings it to the ring a record of 22 wins, 16 losses, 4 draws, and 10 of those wins coming by knockout from Pahokee, Florida. Please give it up for Emanuel Burton!
Emanuel Burton, that's right.
His opponent, fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at an even 134 pounds. This man is undefeated in 23 pro fights, 17 of those wins coming by knockout. He is the junior lightweight champion of the world from right here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Please give it up for pretty boy, Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Gentlemen, you're given instructions in dressing room. Listen to my commands at all times. Obey my commands. Protect yourself at all times. Your belt lines are fine, gentlemen. Touch gloves. Come out. Best man.
The last time Floyd Mayweather Jr. was inside a boxing ring, it was in Las Vegas against Goyo Vargas. Mayweather won the fight, unanimous decision in 12 rounds. It was his 5th title defense. But Mayweather could show some rust here.
I don't think so. I think speed kills, and I think that his hand speed is going to be so dominant that the rust, you won't even see it.
All right, here we go. The first round of a scheduled 10-round lightweight non-title bout between Floyd Mayweather and Emanuel Burton.
Plus, playing, he's so young that, I mean, he's not even in his prime yet. And, I mean, the rust factor is not going to be that detrimental with a guy with his ability. He's very quick, very fleet-footed, has good hand speed, good punching power, and Burton's got to get used to that before he can even expose the rust.
Mayweather, of course, still holds the 130-pound title. It's a non-title fight because both fighters agreeing they would fight above weight.
It appears to me early Mayweather's going for a knockout early. It's like he said, you know, his father pretty much is more defensive teaching, and Roger is more offensive teaching. And you can see that here. He's not being fleet-footed. He's not moving, not boxing like, you know, used to seeing. You know, he does it gradually, but he's looking more to connect rather than retreat.
Floyd Mayweather Sr., no longer part of Mayweather Jr.'s camp. Dismissed his trainer and also manager. Mayweather has brought in rap music promoter James Prince to be his new manager, and also his uncle Roger, who was a welterweight fighter. He is now his head trainer.
Great fighter. I believe a two-time junior lightweight, I think it's welterweight, junior welterweight champion. 140. Also fought Chavez and wars, 2 wars, and various great boxing. Good movement. I'm sure you can see that influence here.
Mayweather catching Burton with 2 left hooks. Burton smiles. Burton will showboat.
You see the boxing genetics here. I mean, it runs in the blood. The father, the brothers. There was Jeff Mayweather who boxed professional. The father who boxed professional before Sugar Ray Leonard. Okay? And lost 9th round knockout. And now we have Roger who became champion of the world 2 times. Now you got the Floyd Mayweather become champion. So the blood runs thick as far as boxing goes.
Mayweather told us yesterday he feels very comfortable with his uncle in his corner. His uncle, Roger, trained him while his father, Floyd Sr., spent some time in jail on a drug possession charge. So he said not that big of a deal that Roger is in his corner. And also that all the speculation and the negative criticism that he's received over what's happened with his father and his relationship has been overblown.
Yeah, but the way he put it to me was that he didn't see his father again until he was 21. His father went to prison when he was 16. And Roger pretty much brought him along and taught him what he knows. And he incorporated his father when his father got out of prison. So actually, I guess it's an old situation that's revived.
The quickness on display in the first round between Floyd Mayweather and Emanuel Burton. A little kiss from Burton as we come to a close.
Keep doing what you're doing right now. You won't stop anyway. It's going to be a time. The motherfucking punches going off like they're not like fireworks. Don't worry about it. Just keep fighting smart. That's all you have to do. You're going to stop them anyway. Keep fighting smart. Don't get over angry. Keep fighting smart, okay?
We'll win. We're going to do it, right? Are we wasting our time then? We got to get it on. I want you to take those hands out and start throwing. Do what we learned. We're not here. It's time, baby. We're going to do it or what? Give me that mouthpiece. Give me the bucket. Give me the bucket. Okay, you got to give me a spit bucket. Get up and breathe deep.
6 down.
This second.
6 down, coach. 2.
Okay?
2.
Nelson Lopez telling his fighter, Emanuel Burton, this round is different. And the first round is all Mayweather, 64 total punches to Burton's 28. And Mayweather landing a 31% clip. Burton just 14. He landed 4 shots in the first round. The unusual thing about Emanuel Burton is he says he doesn't watch any tape on any of the fighters, any of his opponents. He says he'll adjust once he gets into the ring.
Well, the funny thing is that, they said now change, you have to change. The first thing you have to change, you have to pop a jab first. But he's not going to get even close to Mayweather unless he jabs first. Emanuel Burton just standing there, all that flinching, all that movement, it's wasted. He needs to utilize the jab, bring it downstairs and upstairs and try to confuse Mayweather and also cut that movement off. One thing Mayweather's doing wrong, he goes straight back in the line every time. There he goes, he goes straight back in the line again. And Emanuel Burton is not taking advantage of it.
But Mayweather's so quick, Burton can't catch up with him. Burton now trying to get off a flurry.
So when Burton brings it downstairs to Mayweather's body, he's got to bring it upstairs, a double hook.
Mayweather digs deep, fires off a left hook to the body.
You see the confidence of Mayweather being champion of the world. You see the reflexes, the speed. He's trying to break down the confidence of Burton round after round after round.
Big right hand that time from Floyd Mayweather Jr. The overhand right, one of his favorite shots. Doubles up there to the head of Burton. Stinging combination from Floyd Mayweather Jr. Catches Burton again with a left hand and a right hand. Burton now needs to tie up. Mayweather displaying his speed, quickness, and a little bit of power here in the second round.
He's taking every shot Mayweather landed through against him. He's taking it and he's firing back his own. So you got to give him credit for taking these punches because most guys have been on the floor. I guess that's because Burton have fought at bigger weights for bigger men like Diaz and Finger. So he's used to getting hit with hard punches.
Burton blocking Mayweather's right hands with his face. And there may be a cut opened up over the left eye of Emanuel Burton.
Emanuel Burton has to block those shots, once again, with his hands, not with his face. Because even
Floyd Mayweather Jr. showing off his fireworks here in the second round, what makes him a world-class fighter.
But if he don't knock out Burton, Burton's face can be swollen and cut and bleeding. So
Mayweather dropping bombs with his right hand.
know. Floyd, keep doing what you do. Keep tightening him up. Keep beating him up. He gonna quit anyway. Yeah, keep beating him up. All right? Right punch.
This is what makes Floyd Mayweather so effective. His speed, one of the quickest fighters in the game.
Definitely, I would say, you know, his reflexes. I mean, he's very young. He's got quick reflexes. He moves just enough out the way. Look at these punches. I mean, he's not even loading them. He's just throwing, letting his hands go. Very quick, very accurate. Both hands going at the same time. I mean, the only thing about Mayweather's doing wrong, they're doing his chin in the air, acceptably get hit with a counter punch, but he's too quick to even get hit with that.
And just look at the leverage that he provides for those right-hand shots.
Burton can't even capitalize on Mayweather's mistakes. That's what makes it so incredible.
All right, we're starting round 3. Julie Letterman, how do you have it through 2?
Fran, this is a very easy fight to judge. 20-18, 2 rounds to nothing for Floyd Mayweather. We have the complete package here. I mean, he's effective with both hands. You don't see too many fighters that can throw such strong hooks with both hands. Very ambidextrous, very hard to hit, good defense. And incidentally, Emanuel Burton is cut, and the cut was caused by a legal punch, though. There won't be any fouls involved here.
Burton having all kinds of problems with Mayweather's quickness, and now his face is bloody. Mayweather sensing he can end this very soon. Give Burton credit. He's coming back. 84 total punches for Floyd Mayweather Jr. in the second round. He outlanded Burton 39-10.
One thing about Floyd, though, if you notice, Burton did catch him with a hook. He has to be careful with that chin up in the air like that. See, his chin is right up in the air to be hit when he throws punches. He has to be very careful when he's throwing his punches, because Burton is a bigger man.
Mayweather effective on the ropes, just firing quick 1-2s, backing Burton up. Big right hand. Mayweather's favorite punch.
Those punches are definitely going to slow down Burton if this fight goes beyond the 5th round. Because, I mean, he's getting hit with so many shots over and over again. The speed of Mayweather right now is just trying to break down Burton slowly.
Mayweather teeing off now on the head of Emanuel Burton. And Kevin, we talked about it in the first fight. That Layman Brewster maybe needed to change his approach. Emanuel Burton camping out right in front of Floyd Mayweather Jr. Not a smart idea.
But the big thing that Burton knew is that he couldn't outbox Floyd, so he has to create a war situation. One thing about Floyd is being very offensive here. Something he wasn't with Goya Vargas, something he had criticized for with other fighters. But like I said, until you get hit by a guy like Goya Vargas or anybody else, you really can't judge why a man should move or stay.
The 23-year-old champion saying rust? What rust? Mayweather firing off several punches through 3 rounds, totally dominating Emanuel Burton.
When he's against the ropes, he reminds me so much of Roger Mayweather with his defensive style, his boxing style. So much. I mean, it's incredible. It's uncanny the way he looks like his uncle.
Mayweather catching Burton with the right hand. The cut now on Burton's nose. Opened up a little more. Mayweather, look at the leverage. Look at his legs. Look at him plant and then unload. Burton continues to stand in front of Floyd Mayweather Jr. Not the best of ideas. Trying to slug back. Winning a slugfest for Emanuel Burton is something I'm not sure can happen. The stare down now. Both these fighters like a little showboating with their gloves.
Hey, bring it on, as they say.
Boxing now, okay? We're boxing now. Then we're going to start back and beat his ass again. Relax. Relax. We're boxing now, okay? Boxing, beat him up. Trick him again.
Breathing. Hey, I like that.
Nice job.
Okay? Hey, at the end of the round, when you know someone, 1 minute, after that 1 minute, I want you to come back, okay? Just like you did now, baby.
We're working on you, okay?
Okay? Give me the water.
Here's Floyd Mayweather Jr. We've seen this time and time again in this fight, Kevin. Mayweather unleashing.
Oh, yeah, he unleashes, but one thing, like I said, there he gets hit with an overhand right. He still has to be careful. He's got to remember that he is in here with a fighter. He's not with a punching bag. So he has to be careful at all times. His attack's great, but be careful.
Emanuel Burton with 42 total fights. Been fighting now for just over 6 years. He's never had a layoff longer than 6 months. And in those 16 losses, he's only been knocked out twice.
I'll tell you, he's encouraged tonight not to be knocked out. And I tell you, he's very motivated. He knows this is a lifetime opportunity, chance of a lifetime. He knows that tonight he has to do something special to capture the luster. He will not win the title, but maybe get the luster.
Crisp, short right hand from Floyd Mayweather Jr., and he knocks him with a second one.
But Burton caught Mayweather with a left hook. So let me tell you, he's coming back also. So he's got his moments. They're not as often as Mayweather's moments, but he does have his moments.
Mayweather now, this is a tactic he likes to use as well. Stay up along the ropes.
Off the back of his head.
Allow himself to be hit, getting blocked, of course, but taking a breather.
Well, he's landing good shots. He's landing right now, right uppercut over and over. He's working that nose over and over. And, the stuff that he's doing in the ring right now is definitely young and very crafty. And he looks a lot like Roger against those ropes.
Even up against the ropes, you can see Mayweather plant his legs and get good leverage for his counterattacks. The overhand right lands 3 times from Floyd Mayweather, and there's a fourth. Mayweather steps back and unloads again. Burton steadily coming forward.
One thing about Burton's nose, he's bleeding right now. Got a little cut above his left eye. His nose is bleeding. Mayweather is breaking him up. His uncle keeps telling him in the corner over and over. Don't worry, just keep beating him up. Keep beating him up. Keep breaking down Burton. But you got to give Burton credit. If he is breaking down, he hasn't shown any signs of that yet.
And also, you got to give Burton credit. He's taken an incredible amount of punishment.
He hasn't even wobbled. He's got hit with 3 right hands in a row. He's got hit with left hooks. He's getting hit with uppercuts. And he's not even buckling.
Step back, both of you.
It appears that Burton is going to stick to his script to just stay in front of Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Well, Floyd is staying right in front of Burton, to tell you the truth, too. So, actually, Burton is waiting for opportunities that he gets. He just caught Mayweather with double left hook. He's catching Mayweather on the ropes. I think that's a bad spot for Mayweather now.
But Mayweather hardly looks hurt.
Don't leave things to chance, friend. Don't leave things to chance.
Get out of the bucket. Breathe. Now the fight starts. Don't blow it. Don't blow your nose. Okay?
How you feel, man?
What?
All right, then, let's get it going.
Okay? Hold them up, please. Okay? Don't blow it. Don't blow your nose. Don't blow your nose. That's good. Okay? The fight here started now.
Flat-footed.
You're good. He's tired. This is what you want. You want to get him tired.
Listen, when he set it later, he like this, turn the right hook, left hook over, okay? How you feel? All right. Looking good too, baby. Keep it up. You gotta keep it up.
Hands down. Hands down, coach.
Hey,
get him out, Phil.
He's tired. Now you go to work, okay?
Kevin, Emanuel Burton's corner was telling him, don't blow your nose, don't blow your nose. Is that because it will cause immediate swelling?
Oh, you never blow your nose in a fight. Maybe you got a broken nose. They don't know what capillaries are severed. So if he blows his nose, his eyes are inflamed, and the fight will probably stop because his eyes will be closed. So you never do that.
Mayweather not relying on a jab tonight. Of the 133 punches that have been landed from Floyd Mayweather Jr., 113 have been all power shots.
Then talking to Julie, and Julie said to me she thinks his nose is probably broken. I guess because it's bleeding out of both nostrils. It's not bleeding severe, but it's bleeding enough that the judges definitely are influenced by the blood, and the referee definitely is influenced.
Short, crisp right hand from Floyd Mayweather Jr., and he catches Burton with a left going neck, and Burton plays as if he's not really hurt. He's not scared. Burton now showboating.
I tell you, it's the scene. I mean, Floyd must feel like, this guy my best. Floyd looks like he got a bloody nose now himself. I tell you that. So exactly, he's in a fight. Like I said, you might win this fight, but you don't know he was in a fight.
Floyd Mayweather could be cut from his nose as well. That could be blood.
Oh, he's bleeding from both nostrils.
Okay.
So, like I said, one thing, he chose to be more offensive, but in that term, he suffered more punishment than he usually gets.
You leave yourself susceptible by charging in.
His nose is bleeding now. He's getting hit with shots. Like I said, he's not boxing, he's brawling.
Mayweather now sizing up Burton in the corner. Burton quickly escapes, but Mayweather connects on a three-punch combination to the head. Mayweather working the nose of Emanuel Burton.
Okay, Mayweather's getting hit shots here and there, not enough to win the round. But Burton's landing punches. Sometimes on Mayweather, because his defense with his head in the air, look at that, come here, there he goes again. He's getting hit with light shots, nothing big, but they're enough to cause the nose to bleed. And you look at his left eye, he has a little bit of swelling above it.
You're right, Kevin. Floyd Mayweather definitely cut from his nose. Mayweather rifles off 4 solid shots and comes back with a 1-2. All to the head of Emanuel Burton. Mayweather gets leverage on a right uppercut. Burton can't catch up with the quickness of Mayweather.
Burton is taking tremendous shots. He's not moving his head. He's not ducking any punches. He's not blocking any punches. He's letting Mayweather hit him in the face and looking for the counter. That's all he's doing.
Mayweather takes his breaks along the ropes. Burton keeps charging forward, but he's catching plenty of leather from Floyd Mayweather Jr.
Don't blow. Get the bottom. Back up. Let me clean you good so I don't. Let me see.
You looking that bad?
Yeah, no, you're looking good. He's bleeding too. Don't blow. He's bleeding too. I want you to work that body more. I want you to go to the bottom.
Here you see Mayweather unleashing one of those short, crisp right hands. But Burton comes back, Kevin, with a strong left that opens up Mayweather's nose.
Well, the big thing, like I said, when Mayweather throws a punch, he leaves his chin right there in the air to be hit. And that's exactly how Burton's catching him. As you see right there, he throws a punch. Instead of ducking behind his shoulder, he leaves his chin in the air. And that's why Burton capitalized on that punch.
Come back with it in.
Both cut men now.
Top, okay? All right, baby, come on.
Both cut men now. Very busy. Miguel Diaz in Floyd Mayweather's corner and Frank James in the corner of Emanuel Burton. When you're in with a guy that quick, Kevin, Floyd Mayweather Jr., what's the best plan of attack to try to slow him down?
You go right to the body early from round one. You do not allow his speed. You got to move your head an awful lot, which Burton is not doing. You got to utilize a jab and stepping off a jab. Because when you're throwing a punch, a man has to react to the punches you're throwing. And also, when you go to the body, later on in the fight, like I said, as this fight goes on, okay, the breakdown is starting to happen. You see Burton bleeding more and more as fatigue settles in. Those shots that Mayweather caught him with early to put him down.
Mayweather more active than we normally see him. Normally doesn't throw that many punches. But he's probably out to put on a show. To show his detractors, he is not at all slipping. He is not at all rusty.
But you know something? That's what gets you beat every time. Don't listen to the critics. Don't listen to them. They're not getting hit with those punches. So Floyd Mayweather's got to do what Floyd Mayweather does. Stay away from that.
Burton, Mayweather carrying on dialogue in the middle of the ring. Mayweather flashes a big smile.
I think Mayweather's going to have the greatest respect for Burton after this fight. He's doing his best shots. Burton's still there. I mean, to me, this is one of the hardest fights I've seen Mayweather in so far as since he's been champion.
Burton continuing to fight with his hands down low, allowing Mayweather to tee off.
Yeah, but you have to watch that comeback. He's taking the shots. It's like he's immune to his punching power, but still, it's the breakdown.
Mayweather, a short, crisp uppercut.
Both men bleeding. I'm sure Mayweather will remember this fight for a long time.
Mayweather catching Burton with those right hands. Burton, though, coming right back. This one, definitely a slugfest.
Stop! Yeah, good move. You put his car out.
Straight to your mouth.
You being shammy. Keep pacing yourself, keep taking to the body like your turn. All right?
Log on to HBO.com/boxing and join us after tonight's KO Nation telecast for a live online chat with actor Will Smith. For the past few months, Will has been in vigorous training with ex-heavyweight champ Michael Bent and Sugar Ray Leonard's trainer Darryl Foster, preparing for a role as Muhammad Ali. Chat with Will Smith and see what it takes to become the greatest. Log on at 9:30 on the East Coast, 6:30 on the West Coast.
Man, he's tired, man. Give me the mouthpiece. Give me the mouthpiece.
Hands down. Hands down, coach. Come. Hands down, coach. Come, we can't stay without you.
Come on. It's your time, okay?
Time.
Hey,
6 tough rounds have been completed. Julie Letterman, how do you have it through 6?
Fran, I've got this 6 rounds to nothing, 60-54 for Floyd Mayweather. You know, Emanuel Burton is trying, but he's just getting hit solid, flush in the face, to the body, I mean, everywhere. This is just a horrible, horrible fight for Burton because he doesn't want to quit, and he's just getting nailed every time he comes in. The doctor already in between rounds is taking a look at Burton because you know what, guys? He ain't going to quit. He's going to have someone come in and say, you know what, enough, you've taken enough punishment.
Burton trying to stalk Mayweather down. Mayweather countering with quick rights and left.
Good thing, you got Mayweather's speed there, but you know, I'm just kind of shocked that Mayweather's not looking to get off those ropes. You know, he knows that it takes one shot to change a fight. And I don't think Mayweather feels threatened by Burton at all.
That elbow, Floyd.
Burton's hands continue to be low during the fight. And it's very inviting for Mayweather to go upstairs, as he's doing right now. Unleashes a 3-punch combination to the head of Burton. But Kevin, at what point will he switch his attack to the body to wear Burton down?
Put it like this. If he could get points for taking punishment, Burton would be winning this fight. So really, if you look at it, right now, Mayweather's listening to his uncle. His uncle said, break him down, round after round. And that's what he's doing. Just keep punching him. Punch him to his face fall up, as they say. And you'll give Burton credit, but I don't know how smart that is.
Both fighters continue to bleed from their noses.
That was a very smart tactic by Mayweather to go to the body. He switched southpaw for a minute here. Let's see what he does southpaw. I don't know what he's switching for. Everything right he was working.
Of course. Mayweather does have a tendency to do that.
Either he's bored or he's amazed how many punches that Burton is taking.
Also allows him to get off a little bit more with the right hand.
But he's better be very careful because, like I said, one thing Mayweather does from time to time, he leaves that chin here like he just did and just got counted.
And he switches back now to the conventional stance.
Now, if Burton was a puncher, I wouldn't recommend that at all.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. rattling off 5 6-punch combinations straight to the dome of Emanuel Burton.
I mean, look at Mayweather. He's hitting it with a 2-piece, a 4-piece, a 6-piece, with no French fries. So if you look at it right now, he's so ahead on the scorecards. He's having fun right now. He's playing. He's literally playing right now.
He told us yesterday he wants to be more active. The 7-month layoff was too long, too much time. He wants to get back to the business of being Floyd Mayweather Jr.
gotta soak it up, though. You gotta soak it up, Floyd. You ready to go? Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing.
Bring your mouth. Bring your mouth.
Come on. Good, man. I know we keep taking to the body then.
Bring your mouth.
All right? Deep breath.
John.
Mayweather continues to use that right hand.
Yeah, you know, he's landing the right hand over and over again. It's working for him, so he keeps going by it. But, you know, you just see he's landing his hook. He's landing everything he throws. No, Burton's not trying to make a miss.
Hey.
Stay down.
Hey.
Stay down. Stay down, guys. Stealing the time. Box.
After the 7th round, Floyd Mayweather Jr., heading back to his corner, was shaking his right hand.
I noticed him shaking it when he went back to the end of the bell. He's shaking his right hand. You know, it's a saying, the guy had a hard head, so he should go to the body. Mayweather will leave the head alone, Burton. He can't knock out with a head shot, go to the body. He threw great right hands, and now it might be broken, or, you know, it could be fractured. As far as I know, his career has never been broken before, and like I said, it's the first time for everything.
3 jabs landing flush to the face of Emanuel Burton. Mayweather continues to throw a high number of punches per round, 94 in the 7th, and he landed 49%.
Have you noticed that Mayweather's not throwing any right hands right here? He's not trying to get a leverage shot with right hand. It possibly can be broken. You know, he's sticking to his left hand. Did go one right hand, but it's only one. Before he was throwing 3 and 4 right hands. So I think his hand is hurt.
Go, come here.
And now, referee Dale Grable will bring in a doctor to see if Emanuel Burton can continue.
Let him look in your ear.
Go to that corner.
Burton checked by the doctors, and he's allowed to proceed. Let's bring in Julie Letterman. Julie,
watch that elbow.
Could that fight have been stopped?
Oh, yeah, well, only the referee can stop the fight, but if the doctor says to the referee, you know what, this guy's taking enough, you know, he's got damage inside his ear, he's all cut up, he's taking these straight right hands, stop the fight. The referee's not going to, you know, disagree with the doctor. The doctor thinks he can go on, he's going to go on.
I think they're looking at it as Mayweather's so dominant right now. He's boxing, he's moving, he's jabbing. And right now his ratio has slowed down from punching. I think, you know, pretty much, you know, right now the pace of the fight has slowed down.
If Mayweather's right hand is hurting, he's not letting Burton know. Doubles up with the right hand right there with 2 uppercuts. Burton trying to be more active, trying to turn the fight around. He definitely doesn't want the fight to be stopped. You could see his reaction just when Dale Grable waved over the doctors to make sure he was okay. Mayweather now. 4 straight shots to the head, and Burton says, you didn't hurt me.
But it was a point. So the bottom line is, it didn't matter if they hurt him. He's got the point. He's right now so dominant. I mean, even if his hand is broken, you're watching a phenomenal athlete. You got to think about it for a second. Here, his hand is broken. He's still doing enough to win the rounds easily. Okay? Landing good shots with both hands. So he's so dominant.
We don't want to speculate too much on if there's a problem with Floyd Mayweather's right hand, if it's broken, but it definitely seemed like there was something bothering Mayweather with his right hand.
Off his head.
Get him off feet. Get him off feet. Give me the damn stool. Sit down. Listen. You don't do something, I get up there and stop the fight. I ain't gonna give you. Listen, you listen to me? Yes, sir. And I don't want you to stop the fight. Come on now, we came here to do something.
If you slide your feet, you can beat Floyd, man.
If you come out fight,
you ain't moving your feet, you ain't getting no power going with the punch.
Give me all the number. Come on.
What a great.
Emanuel, press him to the bottom.
Triple up and double up on that hook, okay? You're right here.
Keep the body.
Right.
do something. I don't want to. I don't want to stop the fight. We can't go here to fight.
Get him out.
What's up? Talk to me.
Hands down.
You gonna do it or not?
You heard Nelson Lopez, Emanuel Burton's trainer, say, if you don't do something, I'm going to stop the fight. And I don't want to stop the fight.
No, from the
But you have to do something. And also, Frank James, the cut man in the corner, told Burton, you got to move your feet. You're not shuffling your feet. He's standing right in front of Floyd Mayweather.
I don't blame him. Two things I heard. One in the corner that they're trying to create emergency from Burton. But two, I heard Roger Mayweather say he only got one hand, a left hand. So, you know, there's a lot of turmoil going on in this fight, but what's fact and what's fiction?
What's fact has been Floyd Mayweather's right hand. Scoring at will. 5 left hands from Floyd Mayweather.
You see his speed. I mean, he's got so much reflex, so much speed. I mean, look at that right there.
Triples up on the left hook and comes back with a right cross.
We're talking here in the 9th round. That kind of speed. So this man is very fast.
And trainer Nelson Lopez ends it. Throws in the towel at 1 minute and 6 seconds of the 9th round. Pretty boy Floyd Mayweather Jr. improves his record to 24-0.
I wanted that strength before.
What's up, baby? Man, somebody hit me. That's all right. For me.
It's a time, man.
Okay?
Floyd Mayweather Jr. displaying his quickness through 8 rounds and then some. The fight stopped at 106 of the 9th round. He landed 8 of 12 power shots in that final flurry. And Burton's trainer, Nelson Lopez, had seen enough. Throws in the towel. A valiant effort by Emanuel Burton.
You took it, had him knocked out a long time ago.
It's all right. It's all right.
But he couldn't stop the flurries from Floyd Mayweather Jr.
I knew he was going to be tough. That's what I wanted, though.
Mayweather now, the first of a 3-fight contract with HBO. Next up, they'll fight in February, a co-feature. Diego Corrales will be on the card. If both fighters win those fights, then the two will meet for a showdown in the lightweight division in the spring or summer of 2001. Floyd Mayweather showing very little rust. Very effective. Mayweather, as we mentioned, landed 8 of 12 power shots to end the round. Lopez had seen enough. Does not want to get his fighter hurt. Burton, to his credit, didn't want the fight to be stopped. He's a very tough young man. But there was no need for the fight to continue. Let's throw it up now to Ed Lover with the official decision.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before I announce the official decision, may we have a nice round of applause for both of these fighters, please. Referee Dale Grable stops the fight at 1 minute and 6 seconds of the 9th round. The winner by TKO and still undefeated, Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather Jr.
When I talk to you, cool state of mind, right?
Kevin Kelly now is inside the ring, and he's standing by with Floyd Mayweather Jr.
First of all, as I say, Floyd, congratulations. Exceptional show. I got one very important question off the bat. Did you hurt your right hand?
I hurt both of my hands in the fight. But I had to keep coming on strong. He was a tough opponent, and I knew he was tough. And we need opponents like Emanuel Burton to get us ready for big fights. You know, like I said before in the meeting, I'm looking forward to fighting Joe Casamayor. I'm looking forward to fighting Diego Corrales. I want to fight the best they got out there. But, you know, I got to fight guys like this to make me prepare for guys like those.
What round did you hurt your hand in?
I think I hurt my hand in the 4th round, but I kept on using it. And around 6th and 7th, I hurt it even worse. But, you know, me being a true champion that I am, I just kept working hard, digging down, listening to my corner, and, you know, I got the victory tonight.
You know, it seems like now you're getting ready to fight. You're getting ready to move up to lightweight, I suppose. You ain't vacating your junior lightweight title. What are your plans as far as the future goes? How close?
Well, first of all, like I said, I'm supposed to be fighting in February. After my fight in February, I'm getting ready to fight Diego Corrales. And, you know, next summer, and, you know, 2 young champions like me and Diego Corrales should come together and make an explosion, and hopefully I can unify the titles. But he moved up to lightweight, and I'm at junior lightweight, so if the fight going to happen, hopefully it can happen at junior lightweight.
Well, let's look at this monitor. Some of the body shots you threw at him early in the fight here. Tell us what's going on that wore him down. Tell us what's going on.
He's tough. I mean, like I said, I would listen to my corner. My corner told me to go to the body, and that's what I'm doing. But he's a tough opponent. He came to fight. He's a true warrior. He's a true champion. And before the fight, I heard he had got robbed a lot of times, and I believe that's true.
Did you go to the body because your hands were hurt and it was softer at the tissue than it was definitely to hit the head?
Well, I'm versatile. I don't just go to the head. I go to the body, and I don't just head hunt. Go to the body. I go to the body to break my opponent down.
I got a question you're gonna love. You're gonna love this. How good? I mean, we saw great speed, agility. How good can you get?
Well, that was, you know what I'm saying? That's a way to get my ring rust off. I was getting my ring rust off tonight, you know, because I've been off almost a year. But like I said before, he's tough, and I can get better. You know, I'm still young. I'm still learning, and the only thing I can do is get better as I get older.
Did you learn anything, like you say, get ready for Chico Corrales? Everything goes well. Did you learn anything in this fight with him being a strong lightweight that you could utilize against Chico Corrales?
Yes, you know what I'm saying. When you got a tough opponent like that, you got to dig down, no matter what. You know what I mean, Emanuel Burton is tough, he's strong, and he dug down. But I got to dig deeper because I'm a true champion, and that's what true champions do. They dig down, show the world that they is the best, and I feel I'm the best in the world, pound for pound.
Let's take a look at some of the work you did in the 4th round here. It's amazed yourself. Tell us what's going on here.
Right there, I'm just, you know, working on different combinations that we worked on in the gym. I've done a lot of pad work for this fight, you know, that made me sharp. Like I said, Emanuel Burton, he's tough. But Floyd Mayweather is the best out there, like I said, pound for pound. And I want to show the world that I'm the best by beating true champions and staying undefeated.
Well, you're amazed he took those shots. I was amazed he took those shots, you know? Were you really amazed?
And like I said, Emanuel Burton is just, he's tough. He's tough, and he's a legendary champion. You know, guys like you know, open up the doors for smaller guys, like we talked about in the gym. You open up doors for smaller guys like us, and I appreciate it. The only thing I want to do is just keep fighting on HBO, keep on putting on good performances. And, you know, I want to give thanks to all the fans in Detroit, all the fans in Grand Rapids, Michigan, my Uncle Roger, you know, Team Mayweather and the Mayweather family for supporting me, all my fans in Las Vegas, Team Tyson. You know, Floyd Mayweather going to hold it down.
We got to go. I'll say thank you very much, and I'll say back to you, Fran.
All right, Kevin, so Floyd Mayweather Jr. admits he hurt his right hand in that bout, but not enough to derail him against Emanuel Burton. Let's take a look now at the total punches. Mayweather, 699 punches thrown, and he landed at a 43% clip. Burton did his best, but only could connect on 108 shots. And now, let's take a look at more punch stat numbers, the total jabs. Burton threw more jabs, however, they weren't hurting Floyd Mayweather Jr. As you see, Mayweather Jr. landed at a higher percentage, 33%. Here are the numbers that are shocking. The power punches, 504 thrown. Mayweather lands at 46%. Burton tried his best, but only could land at a 20% clip. All right, Kevin Kelly now is standing by with Emanuel Burton.
Here we are with Emanuel Burton. Were you shocked or amazed? I mean, I was amazed. You took a lot of punishment in a fight, but it seemed to me you didn't change your style at any given time. You just kept going on what was going on, and your corner was screaming for that urgency. Did you feel at any point that you would get into the fight a little bit better than you was?
And I felt like I could catch him. Couldn't find every round went by, it was faster, he's going faster and faster. It's like the movement never stopped. His movement never stopped. So in order for me to get off what I needed to get off, I had to catch him. I spent the majority of the fight trying to catch him, as opposed to fighting him. I feel like if the fight would have been more of a fight as far as a race, it would have been different, But I don't have nothing bad to say about him because that's the way he fights. I can't take that away from him. But as far as, it being a good fight, I feel like I gave the people out there what they wanted to see, which was one of the classic battles against a boxer against a fighter.
So, let me ask you a question. It seemed to me that, you said you want to slow him down when you get to him. As a fighter, I know that you got to go to the body.
Right.
But why didn't you apply a body attack early to try to slow down the speed of Mayweather?
Because he's moving too fast. It's like every time I got ready to punch him, he was already gone, His thing was to,
Well, we got some footage here. Take a look at what's going on in the fight, and you can explain it to us as we watch it. Will you explain to us what's going on here?
Well, the combination that he's throwing, I'm trying to catch him in between. And it's kind of hard to do that because I wasn't really set, and I can't take nothing away from him. Again, that's his movement. That's the way he fights. And I couldn't adjust fast enough and well enough to do what I needed to do.
You're such a seasoned veteran. You've been in the ring with Antonio Diaz, John Molina, now Mayweather. Let me ask you a question. Is he as good? You was in the ring with him. Is he as good as the critics and everybody perceive him to be one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in boxing today?
I say he's good. Again, I don't take nothing away from him as a fighter. That's who he is. But my corner stopped the fight, not him. He didn't stop me. And I haven't been stopped. I've only been stopped twice in my career, and he's not part of the ones that stopped me. I don't take away his skill as far as who he is as an individual fighter, but his fighting me is something totally different.
Okay, well, we got to go now. I want to say congratulations. You did fight a very hard fight, but right now we got to go back to you, Fran.
All right, Kevin, so Floyd Mayweather Jr. improving to 24-0 on the road to a possible showdown with Diego Corrales next spring. We'll be back to wrap things up in just a bit, but first, here's a look at some upcoming network programs.
7 strangers trapped in a house where the most unspeakable horror lives.
Ooh, spooky.
House on Haunted Hill. Premieres Saturday, October 28th on HBO.
The man who beat the Golden Boy. World welterweight champion Sugar Shane Mosley makes his triumphant return to HBO. Live from Madison Square Garden, Saturday, November 4th. Victory is sweet.
All right, Shane Mosley getting ready for his battle against Antonio Diaz. Emanuel Burton fought Diaz, and he lost. And he also lost this afternoon here to Floyd Mayweather Jr., who was very sharp.
Floyd Mayweather looked very good today. I mean, you think with all the physical problems he had. His hands were hurt. Both hands were hurt. I only thought it was the right hand. So I got to give him more kudos for fighting with both hands hurt. He showed his speed, his agility. He couldn't display his punching power because his hands were hurt. But he did an exceptional well job. I mean, he's got it all. I mean, if anything can be exposed, maybe Diego Corrales can expose him. But until then, we'll wait and see.
All right, Floyd Mayweather Jr. apparently back on the right track. He's Kevin Kelly. I'm Fran Charles. That'll wrap up things for this edition of KO Nation. First, though, let's take a look at some upcoming programs. Some reminders for you. Saturday, November 11th, TVKO pay-per-view boxing brings you heavyweight champion Lennox Lewis up against hard-hitting David Tua from the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, Nevada. And December 1st, Boxing After Dark returns with Bernard Hopkins versus Antoine Eccles and Marco Antonio Barrera going up against top-ranked contender Jorge Monsalvo. Then, on December 2nd, TVKO pay-per-view is back with Felix Trinidad versus Fernando Vargas. HBO, the heart and soul of boxing. Tune in every Thursday for the premiere of HBO's Inside the NFL, now in its 24th season. Hosts Len Dawson, Chris Collinsworth, Nick Bonacani, and Jerry Glanville are joined by a new host, Dan Marino. Premieres every Thursday in its new time slot at 8 p.m. only on HBO. Immediately following KO Nation, stay tuned for Crocodile Dundee 2 on the East Coast and A Century of Living on the West Coast. Later tonight, don't miss the premiere of Crazy in Alabama at 9 p.m. Eastern and Pacific. Once again, this evening you saw Charles Shuford use his left jab to perfection, keeping Layman Brewster on the outside and scoring a unanimous 10-round decision. Shuford looking to make a leap up in the heavyweight division. Also, Floyd Mayweather Jr., his first fight in 7 months, and Pretty Boy looking